Let's get something straight. You're not in love. You're not obsessed with them. You are addicted to the emotional roller coaster they keep you on. One moment you're flying, the next you're free falling. You don't know if they'll text back or disappear for 3 days. You don't know if you're the love of their life or just Tuesday's entertainment. But your nervous system is so used to the chaos, it calls it chemistry. This isn't love, this is adrenaline. And you've been mistaking the drop for butterflies. If they make you feel euphoric one day and invisible the next, that's not passion, that's instability. Here's how the roller coaster starts. They love bomb you. You are the best thing that's ever happened to them. Then they pull back. Suddenly they're cold, distant, busy. You panic. You chase. You overthink. Then boom, they come back just in time with just enough affection to make you feel like the problem was in your head. Rinse and repeat. This isn't complicated, it's calculated. You've become emotionally dependent on the high of being chosen again after feeling discarded. And it feels so good when they return, but only because they're the ones who pulled away in the first place. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If you're addicted to emotional roller coasters, it probably means chaos feels familiar. Maybe you grew up in a home where love meant guessing, where affection was conditional, where calm didn't mean safety, it meant waiting for the next explosion. So now, peace feels boring. You say you want consistency, but when someone offers it, your system flatlines. You crave the spike, the thrill, the chase. And that's the hook. Not them, but the pattern they replicate. You think you're drawn to their soul, but you're just caught in a loop your nervous system never got to heal from. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." When you're in a toxic cycle, you're not just dealing with real pain. You're drowning in imagined futures, fantasy redemption arcs, and what if scenarios. That adrenaline hit every time they come back. That's not connection, that's cortisol withdrawal. And you don't love them. You love the relief you feel when they temporarily stop hurting you. Stoicism teaches us to stop romanticizing the very thing that's burning us, to step back, to observe, not to react, but to respond. And here's the truth. If someone brings you more anxiety than clarity, they're not your person. They're your emotional dealer. Getting off the roller coaster starts with one thing: radical self-awareness. Here's how it looks. Stop labeling inconsistency as mystery. It's not deep, it's disorganized. Start journaling what you feel versus what you fantasize. Reality lives in patterns, not in promises. Track the emotional withdrawal. Notice how much you crave the high after a low. That's addiction, not devotion. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop confusing chaos with connection. A stoic heart doesn't run from emotion, it just refuses to be ruled by it. Here's the plot twist. It's not about whether they change, it's about whether you get off the ride. You don't need closure, you need clarity. You don't need them to fix it. You need to decide it's not worth the cost anymore. Because every time you ride the roller coaster, you teach your body that love must feel dangerous to feel real. But love, real love, isn't a thrill ride. It's a steady walk, a shared pace, a calm knowing. And if that sounds boring to you, that's not a red flag about the other person. That's a red flag about what your nervous system has learned to crave. You were never addicted to them. You were addicted to the rush, the chase, the intermittent hits of I matter. But you've outgrown that now. Because the stoic path isn't about numbing your heart. It's about retraining it. To stop chasing the drop and start choosing the stillness. To stop romanticizing inconsistency and start practicing discernment. Next time the roller coaster shows up, don't buckle in. Smile, step aside, and walk toward peace. Because the ride was never the point. The lesson was learning you don't have to get on.